He is working behind the scene. We could not see him, but he is working behind the scene. In other words, when there are things that he sent that is opposite to what we desire and what is happening, we can be sure, we could be certainly sure that His ways is perfect, that there will be a good outcome and a good result. He's working behind the scene, that there will be a change that will honor Him and will glorify His name. Many a times, people would, in difficult situation, would pray and desire, like the 10 lepers, for healing. Because of the situation, there is that urge, there is that desire in themselves to be connected with the Lord. But if not for grace that is filling our life, we could easily forget the giver and the blesser of life. Diba kung tao no na father and son, they were in the midst of the sea, and at that time suddenly there were storm. So fierce was the storm. The heaven was all darkened and the strong wind, and so the father asked his son, let's pray. Let's pray and promise God that if He will save us from the storm, then we will light up a candle that is as big as the post, LDT post, double light post. But however, when they were on the shore and the storm was already gone, no more storm, the son asked his father, "Is it true, Father, that you will indeed light a candle that is big as LDT post?" And the father said, "No, it's not. Anyway, we can just do it away." In a situation where you are not anymore facing crisis, you easily forget what you have promised to the Lord. So the 9 has forgotten when they were in a situation that of that incurable disease. They were asking for mercy, "Lord, heal us." But when they were healed, soon easily they could forget the blesser, the one that gives blessing. And so maybe we are not leprous person, but in a situation where we forget the power of God, and we are sent into a situation where there is a dilemma. Hindi si Laila. Dilemma. Tama sa kanya, yung dilemma.
Nag-judge kayo.
Because in that situation, we will indeed need the help and be closer, be connected with the Lord. Many a times, we are getting away like a deer, wanting to throw away. I told Glenn about Ronald Baluga. I have given an illustration of a deer and a carabao. Isang deer. Sa carabao, kasi carabao may tali. May tali siya. So he could not go to other different places. And so the deer said, told the carabao, "Carabao, friend, there are more beautiful places compared to this place that you are staying. But because you have that rope on your nose, so you cannot. So mercy for you. For me, I have the pleasure of going around." So the carabao just, no, maybe true. Maybe there's blessing also, and maybe it's true. But later on, 30 minutes later, the carabao heard a gunshot. Boom! And then he saw the deer coming to his side. "Help, help!" He was already struck by a bullet and wounded. So the carabao said, "Now it's your turn." because you have no rope. So the hunter is after you, while I have the root and I am at peace. So kung hindi ka magpatali, pare kayo nga hindi ka magpatali, mabayad ka sa iyong dorm. Kapag okay lang pa maibayad ka, kung pagpipipad ka na. This morning, our lesson will be entitled, When a Lifestyle Becomes an ID.
Anong ID?
ID yung kakabit. The lifestyle, the life way becomes an ID. So, I think one of this is Jonah. Jonah should be wearing an ID, and your ID is your lifestyle. Now, why are you not wearing an ID? So that you will not be identified, right?
Yes.
So if you go to a certain place that you are not Christians, you could be like them. You copy their lifestyles. But if you are wearing an ID as a Christian, you will be pinpointed. You should be living a different life because of the ID that you are wearing. But however, that ID is the lifestyle. So when an ID becomes, when a lifestyle becomes an ID. Jonah, when he was with the sinners, he wants to join them and live the way they are living. But if he has been wearing an ID, he should be living a different lifestyle. When there was storm, in fact, he's even more living differently because atong mga Christians nag-worry, atong anak Christians nag-worry, si Jonah tulog na tulog. So sa lifestyle siya, may natago siya, may isa ka ways doon na hindi. It's not the same. But actually, he's just joining a group of people, but he wants to hide himself and he wants to be like them. Although, unconsciously, may maglabas doon na isa that will identify you. And that even the mariner said, why are you sleeping? You should be praying. Call your God. Call your different gods. Why are you asleep? So kung nakasala ka at nakatulugan ka, delikado yan na. When a man is committing a sin and he cannot sleep, that's a good sign that there is grace in there. Pero kung nakasala ka, natulugan ka, wala grace. Hindi na grace feel that you cannot be led into a situation where you should respond. Okay? Our basis for this title is Matthew chapter 6, verse 32. Next awak sila. Go to slide. Next. Matthew 6:32. Ang 63, alam nyo? Ang 32, before sa 33, kuning 33, ano gani? But seek ye first the kingdom of God and His righteousness, and all these things shall be added unto you. Ang lifestyle sa Christian. Ang lifestyle sa hindi Christian ara sa 32. So when a lifestyle becomes an ID, you don't need to wear an ID to identify yourself. Your lifestyle will show you who you are. Kung 33 ka ba, kung 32. So, what is your ID? Is it 32 or 33? Ano ang number sa ID mo? Is it 32 or 33? First, if we go together, it's read. For the pagans run after all these things, and your heavenly Father knows what you need them. Okay. So, ang ID sa pagans, they are running after all these things. So, ang iba, mamana, sang tigulang, basta magala. Just to run after all these things. Ang iba niya, hindi na mamana, hindi pa mamana, kaya may ginalagas na kurso. Sabi ni Ma'am Teresa, akin si Teresa Ulanria, Sir, na na-late na ko. Nag-iuna kong studies ko, hindi ako pamana siya. Kaya kung anak ka sa taas, siyempre ayaw sa August ang mga
Boys.
ang mga boys. takot sila sa imo kung may master ka.
Correct.
Mas masteron ka nila. Ang ganyan sila ang tendency nga kung nakatapos ka na, andun Bisaya ka. Di ba? Isang dahilan na siya andun Bisaya. Kay will off o nakapwesto sila, nakaposisyon, nasunod-sunuran nila. Siyempre sa argumento kung sa mga reasoning power,
Correct.
wala ka, talo ka. So, usually, kung hindi ka gusto ka mag-under, dapat
Tatayan.
sa dalong ang sa kaalam, dalong ang babae. Pero kung naka-degree ang babae, ang lalaki wala degree, na Bisaya nila. Ano din ko lang, hindi ko lang mo pa.
Tawag ka raw.
So may nakilala ko nga, because of the forces, she's wanting to running after. So sabi siya natin, pakasal na ka. Hindi pa, may plano pa po. Pag nagalaga siya, binayaan na siya, hindi gusto mo pakasal na lalaki. Pag dungka niya sa kurso niya, wala na. Private na lang, 5. Okay, so sa verse 32, kung I listen to pagans, for the pagans run after all these things, and your heavenly Father knows that you need them. In other words, ang sa verse 33, no sa verse 33? But seek ye first the kingdom of, first thing first. If you seek God, God will add all these things. Ang sa verse 32 yung ID, you seek all these things. Ginisipuyiran mo Panginoon. Iset aside mong Ginoo. Sa imo nagyo. Na may kurso pa ko nga nagsuon. So, ang surprisingly, daw libat ka, no? Kung ibang tingin mo ba, tinitingnan mo ang imo gusto kunin, pero nakatingin ka sa Panginoon. Ito yung mga pagans, hindi nakatingin sa Panginoon, tinitingnan nila, they are seeking all these things. Pero but ang secret sa verse 3, your heavenly Father knows that you need Him. Need lang ha. Tingnan pa na lang 55. Because He knows your need. Yan ang need mo. Hindi mo wants. Siguro kung wants, damo ka sa wants. Bilhin mo ko nito. Pero kung needs lang, God will give you your needs. Okay. Next dito, basing from this, I have searched the scripture and noticed that there are verses referring to, top verses referring to pagans' ways of life. Ano na mga ways ang pagan? When they run after all these things, they come to a point of finding, naman ang damo sa gods, no? They have lots of gods. Forsaking the true and only God with power and omnipotence and power, they will be seeking to different gods. Ang mga tradisyon sa mga lulo, may God of fertility, may God of harvest, may God of love, may God of education, may God of health. Sama na. Sa Santo Niño, ang Diyos ng mga bata. So dito sa Deuteronomy 12:31, sabi dito, you shall not behave thus toward the Lord your God. For every abominable act which the Lord hates, they have done for their gods, for they even burn their sons and daughters in the fire to their gods. So up to the point, because when you, extreme, the effect of running after all these things, when you run after all these things, what will you do? You come to a point of making bad decisions in life. Just to run for these things, you offer your children to fire, just to please the gods of their life. May isa pa verse sa 2 Kings 16:3. But he walked in the way of the kings of Israel, and even made his sons pass through the fire, according to the abominations of the nations, whom the Lord had driven out from before the sons of Israel. Now to the point of not giving, in other words, privilege to the children, or wishing that their children will become somebody, to the extent of desiring their own, they are paying their children. Para pangbayad ng bata, pangbayad sa sacrifice to siya. Lain man itong kay Abraham na sacrifice. Si Abraham yagin tagaan time when he was with his son Isaac. Gipag-grow ang imo love, then later on, i-test ka, will you offer your son? Ito yes, kanila wala. They don't have anymore actually love to their children. Their point is, they love themselves to the point of, to get these things, they have to barter or exchange a payment of receiving these things, in running after these things, they will pay their children to their gods. So, sabi dyan, sa 2 Kings 17:17, then they made their sons and their daughters pass through the fire and practice divination and enchantments and sold themselves to do evil in the sight of the Lord, provoking Him. Kapag kita sa ating lepers na nga kung may lepros ka pa gani, singgit ka sa Ginoo, Lord, help, save, or heal me. Kung maayo ka na, hindi ka na gani ka kabalik sa iya, you don't need Him anymore. Not even to say thank you and then go your way. Up to the point that kung may sakit ka na gani na dilema ka, kung may problem ka, tanang palihot, all these things nagsot mo. Up to the point of hindi na yung medical practice, yung mga synthetic na gamot. Punta ka na sa mga diviners o punta ka sa Digos. Wala mo mo sa Digos. May nagtao na may victim siya na kuhaon niya ang akdo kung ipalulok sa ino. Maayo ka daw. Pag ano yung sa akdo, makita niya sa mata sang ahas daw kung anong ino sakit. Si kung ano nang may nagkilala ko ng Christians na very, very faithful sa Ginoo. Pero kung magkasakit na gani, kaya ka ng Ginoo, kaya basta lang, if they strive running after these things, kapag ayaw lang din. Sa kaniling sa una, may mga member dito nga, kung kaya hindi pa sila mag-ayo, tawgon ko kag iba pa kubuan. Pagsaka ko sa balay, may baso dira nga may tubig, kag may papel na ginlunod. May pangajit na ito, ang ginainom. Up to the point of just running after these things, ang purpose mo mag-ayaw ka. Pero hindi kita makadjudge sa ila na until the time na kung may naamang ka sa situation na kung if you are put into that situation, malaman ang idea mo kung sino ka. Hindi kung may concept lang hindi na ka mag-ayaw, magdapukin mo siya. Pwede mo magic. Will you secretly go with your brother James who knows na diviner? Ipakulang. Pangadto sa babaylan. So ang Christians actually, ideas ang Christians na ang healer natin, ang Ginoo. Gusto ko i-search nyo dyan sa computer. Search nyo, may Muslim na nagkasakit siya sa sakit na hindi alam siyang hindi alam siyang doktor. Kaya ng Sringles na nagbuwa sa ibuyahin sa ulo, nagupag. So, isang doktor, wala kami kung mamatay ka na lang. Pero kung kay Muslim siya, nag-pray siya, and then lang na nag-appear sa iya ang Son of God. Hindi niya makita mukha, sa adag lang, na nag-istorya siya, I am the God of Abraham, Jacob. The God of Jacob, the God of Abraham, David, and Jacob. So, after that, nag-ano na siya, nagpamati sa TV na ginambay si Jesus yun. So, naayos siya, pero nagbalik itong sakit. Ang iya ginimong na gin-claim. Kaya ang mga pastors nagpapalapit sa iya, what will we do kung ang sakit mo ayaw nagbalik? May procedure siya. So, nagsakit pag iya ang asawa. Ang asawa niya, iya secretary. Millionaire siya na Muslim. Nagkasakit ang asawa niya, ang iyagin mo, nagipangwa yung mga verses, habang nagahigda, pakulit-ulit, kaya ibutan sa subconscious. Because ang iyang idea, because of Jesus' stripes, we are healed. So kung ipot mo ng concept na this sickness is in the body of Jesus, So it will not be in, at the same time, in two bodies, Jesus and you. If Jesus taken that sickness, you will be healed. So, ang point ito na, if we run after all these things, up to the point nga, ibaligyan mo imo ka lang. So, kaya kuhan sa mong hindi na binabasa natin, though ka-word na, no? Pero, maniwala kayo sa hindi, may may Church of Satan. Tignan nyo dyan sa computer, no? May Illuminati groups of mga mayaman nga nag-iban sila ng testimony sila kakaputo. So, para magyaman sila diwa because they are running after all these things. Now, this is the effect, no? When you run after all these things, you want to get these things, ibaligyan mo ang imo kalagkisigan. So, muna ang mga Illuminati, i-prefer nila that Satan has that money, he will give you that you need money, money na ginisimba mo, and then there will be a time na bayad ka sa, you will pay it with your soul. Next, Deuteronomy 27:15. Kung sino ka ang kilala niyo sa Bible nga nagganto sa witch of Endor, si Samuel, kaya ang ID nila, mga Christians nila believe sa Ginoo, when you have a problem that seems you cannot handle, it is beyond you. May sila mga prophets, kaya Samuel is a prophet. So, Samuel will be the one to tell and be the prophet. Kung a prophet, he will be the one to tell you what God wants you to do. That's the work of the prophet, from God to men. Ang Christian, from men to God. Kailangan dalawa. Priest and prophet. Ano diferensya nila? Ang prophet, ang things about God will be given to you. Ang priest, men will have to be helped by the priest. Sabi doon sa Panginoon. So, nang hindi na si Samuel mag-isama sa kanya kay disobedient siya, ano ginawa ni Saul? He went to the witch of Endor. Punta sa doon, nagpa-disguise siya ng king. Kaya hindi man mag-witch sa kanya. So, nagpa-disguise siya, nagsuksok sa sandalit na daw just a common man. And then he consulted the witch of Endor. Ang witch of Endor, hindi man tumalo. Sabi niya, I want to talk to Samuel. Patay na si Samuel, so ginbuhit niya si Samuel kung may gusto niya sa iyo. And because of that, that is another sin of Saul na he was judged by the Lord. So, ang punto ko nga, though wala, it's not a problem when you run after all these things. It's not a problem at first hand. Up to the point later that mag-extreme na gani, bahala na. Kasi ibaligya ako kalang ko, I will just have to talk to this God na makatulong sa inyo. As if your God who is powerful and wanted to connect with you, though wala siya means or access na mag-istorya sa inyo. Ito yung mga wits na may access pa na. 1 Corinthians 10:7. Do not be idolaters, as some of them were, as it is written, the people sat down to eat and drink and stood up to play. Ano na nga po sinasabi? The people sat down to eat and drink and stood up to play. This is now the pagan lifestyle. The idolaters, no? If you are fan of eating and drinking and stood up to play na those pleasure, they are just ano galing na grupo sa tao ang pleasure seeker? The Epicureans. Epicureans ang ilang moto sa life. We are here on earth. You are to eat, you are to drink, be happy, tomorrow you die. That is the Epicureans. So, in other words, ang sabi kanina sa ating verse na if we are seeking after all these things, we will turn up to be like Epicureans. Ito pa yung kasakay. Sino ging-curse ka sa brother ni Jacob, si Esau. Esau was given a special privilege, a spiritual gift of a birthright. But Esau never realized the spiritual blessing. Ang sa kanya yan, eating and drinking. If I run after these things, ako sa magusog ng kuya. Basta, may kaunon ko. Ibaylo ko lahat. So, binaylo niya kay Jacob na ang blessing na magiging firstborn. Basta lang makakausog siya dito sa magiging. Hindi ka mapatay siya kung hindi ka makakaon. Mapatay ka. Ipilit nga ang tao, mapatay kung hindi ka tao. Ang nabalaan ko, damo na mapatay ng busog. Pero ang lutong lugay ko mapatay. Basta may tubig lang, may tubig ka lang. Gulpiyon ka kung ilang si na-accident doon, ang gitan pa ni David na nag-share sa mga ship. Hindi siya makakal. Si David, nagabuli ko sa imo sa field, nagabantay ko sa mga kawatanda. Sabi niya, ako, ikilala sa imo. Sino ka imo yan? Kumantong, gulong ka mga ito, bantay ni David. O isang gabi, kaon siya, nag-enjoy siya, eating and drinking. Napigok siya. Siguro na, nag-auto siyang tao, nag-auto pansit na namufa paggabi, wala na. Pagkamata niya galing, wala na. So ako na, actually, wala na sa makita, the people sat down. Delikado ko yung sit down. Mahal pala may nakaulakaw. The people when you sit down, you eat and you drink, and so that to take pleasure, you are wishing for pleasure. This could be gods that will alienate us, will separate us from the true God. That is telling us in 10:33, seek me first. When you seek all these things, you turn to other gods. May isa pa sa Psalm 106:37, they even sacrifice their sons and their daughters to the demons. Para ang mga Illuminati, ang mga ginagawa nila, they are not anymore wishing for their future. Their desire is for the present. Kasi kung ito, ang problem lang, kung mayaman ka ngayon, tapos madula ng yaman mo ba, maghimo ka ng napupuner, kung pobre, naglawan ka sa iyong mga friends, sa mga peer groups mo, ang iyong barkada. Sa society, no? Kung makilala ka na sa society, kung sabi ko, ayala ka, tapos napurdoy ka, na sa halubig ka imon, they would rather sell their soul. Ano delikado na kung nara ka sa taas, mayaman ka, delikado ka. Ibaligyan mo ka lang. Sino bibili sa kalang ko? I-challenge mo Satan, pakinggan niya ka. Deuteronomy 32:17, we sacrifice to demons who were not God, the gods whom they have not known. Yung gods who came lately, whom your fathers did not dread. Wala kinakadlukan sang father Abraham, David, or Jacob. Almost the same numbers. Atong 10 plagues of Egypt. Now, in answer to this, ang mga gods sa mga people who have this idea running after this thing, God had sent plagues in Egypt, and those 9 plagues, even up to 10, are symbols of the gods of Egypt. Napagandang 10 pala. So, most of the scholars agree that each of the first 9 was specifically created by God to target the false Egyptian god. To show that the God they are serving, that they are running after, are the gods who are powerless. And it is foolish to believe on this. For example, ano ganitong una? For example, ang frog, binanggan nila na, nakita mo sa movie, ang kalo sang Egyptian frog, pinagga mo siya. The Egyptian worship frogs, and one was allowed to kill them. None of these Egyptian gods are mentioned in the Bible. But we know from history and archaeology they existed. This is also the case with 100 pagans of gods in the Bible. Kami pala sa pagan gods. Now, up to the point that in our literature, what mo literature sa English literature, excuse me, sa Wawawi, isa ang questions na ibigay. Sino ang the God of The God of love. Wala mo. Ha?
Goddess.
God is, like this. Example, si Apollo. Ano si Apollo? Another God. Si Ares, si Athena, si Hera. Si Athena ata sa, ano to? Islam. Hermes, Poseidon, si Zeus.
King of all gods.
Kung na siya ang, in other words, the world is now being influenced by the ID system, lifestyle of the Christian world. So as Christians, we believe only in the true God of the Bible, and we don't need numerous God. There's only one God. And when are we being tested and being reprimanded and being told that we are only one God? May bigyan ko sa mga gamay. At wala na, your desire is not given. We are being checked on this. Do you believe that producing fulfill that are in Jesus' name? Saan ko kayo reminds you? So when you are not meeting your needs, will you believe that you have a powerful God who is able to, sabi ka natin, God will make a way. He is behind the scene, a working God. We cannot decipher His wisdom behind these things when He works behind the scene. Now, una tayo, how do we identify pagan? Ang pagan, subong lain ang damit niya. Kaya ang idea niya sa lifestyle. How do we identify pagan? Now, in verse 32, we can identify pagan when Jesus exposed the lifestyle. When you run after these things, you are pagan. Hindi ba nga, kung hindi makita sa TV, sa dito man, sa Bohol ata, sa Bohol, may village doon na ang mga bata, kailangan dalaga, nga nakapamana sa nakuha sa abroad nga sweetheart. Kaya pamana na, patindugan sila balay, daghan sila, mauto nga doon na-influence na ang village nga kung may bata sila sa mga babae nga 13, 14, 15, ginapagpapahan sa nanay. Speak me that I will be like my neighbor. Now they have built a beautiful mansion, small mansion in our village. Respect ni siya. So ginapagpapahan sa mga bata. Kaya kung makapanan ni kamo, pareho kami dito sa ang balay naman hindi na bahay kubo, hindi na may bambu, nagiging simentado. Sabi natin ang pagan lifestyle, wala na. Pero aral na siya mo pag pag sa balay mo, may TV ka, na signal, sa piyak wala pa na, sa sulog na. Bisan wala, magtsuta na kami na ginamos. Tipil-tipiro na yung pira para makabakal sa signal. Tipil-tipiro na ng pira para sundungin ba? Sundungin, may refrigerator, may kural, mag-kural na masunod pang kural. Sundong din ang neighbor ba? Do you think it is present situation, present setup? Nga kung ano ang situation sa neighbor mo, peer pressure. Peer pressure. Nga kung ang imo o classmate nagasuksok sa ngay, yung Under Armour mo sa sanay. So, maotong paghibi na sa nanay kag tatay, hibian nila. Kaya ang nanay kag tatay na hindi kaya, umutang na lang sa 5 size sa tulpo. Para baka lang. Amo na siya na ngayon ang tawag natin. Gatawatan ko, amo na connected na siya sa pagan lifestyle. Diriyo sa Spain Bantal. Grabe na kwan. Race. Running after this style, these things. Running after these things. Actually, kaya kami na sa mga nanay. Tapos kung sa Ateneo or sa anong ba pong school. pwede. Pero kay ang bangkal, sikat man na school, ang mga mayaman ang ka. Pero ang mga nanay, ginabantayan nilang ilang mga bata, up to the point na kung mag-exam, wala. Basta magkudigo na. Kudigon, basta nga gusto nilang bata nilang first honor. Basta nagkakuha honor. Kung hindi ka na magkuha honor, mo kasubuin. So that is, actually, if you are running after these things, you are, in other words, ang shortcut sila, fame and honor and fame. Nalagas ka sa honor. Na makilalaan ka na bata ako, valedictorian. Hindi ni valedictorian na, ano na tawag nila? Kamangon. May term si man, term si gapangan, gapang. Kung ano na ba, suhuto na gapangon sa lukod. Tagaan ng teacher sa pira. Nangyari na. Gapanghatag na lang silang pira sa dalong para ang bata mapuno. Hindi na kaya sa bata. Sa bata man, nagkakaroon ko sa kanilang hindi nakatulog. Baka gusto sa nanay magpuno din. Hindi mo ikuno, nakigan. Ang bata na lalaki. So, kung ano di ang, actually kung hindi kaya, kung ano di ang ka sa bata, okay na siya. At to the point ko saan ang bata gusto lain na kurso, gusto piliton mo kay, gusto mo honor and fame, may kuwan ka may nanay. Engineer mo ako bata. Lawyer mo ako bata. When you run after these things, ako na ganito. Kasimple, ano, in Jesus' words, it is so simple, but it will come out itong sa taas doon. Ako na ganda ang sanay sa mag-doktor kagid, mag-lawyer kagid. Nga ang balay sa isa ka village, doon pa rin pareho ko, no? Pareho ang type mo, kay gasundanay. Ang classmates, delikado. May third Christian, sa una si D.R., ipas ko yan sa
UM.
dito sa oras ko yan.
UM.
Sa UM, sa UM, dito na sa doctors. Hindi ang sweldo ang sweldo. Ang bahanan sa mga bata doon yan. Sa pila. Siguro yung dubong 100, 200. Hindi siya atap siya pamasahin na kung pagagaan mo 20, dalang mo rin ka. May ano ba, may anti siya sa nalilingan yung pagalaan sa kwarta. So, ito, hindi mo nilikatang ko gusto, ibutang sa bangko sa inyong ngalan. Kaya sa inyong ang IPM. Gusto ko pinsa po maakra lang. Hindi taga ko sa IPM. Chikon ko din, ay, ubus na. Okay. Yapa, lago kami pa. Dito to sa pagkakauno ng Jesus. Kami na yung pinakauno sa mga insip na ipaga ko. Uy, kanami tuon. So, nang baon mo yung tag-40. Paano ka mag-keep abreast sa imong mga classmates?
Correct.
So kung gastusan ka nila, sa uli mabalos ka. Ako ito ko nga naubos ang kanya kwarta. Siguro mga 8,000 ko sa kami ko. Pinsan ko mga 8,000, sila hindi ko lang ko. 8,000 lang imo ko. Uy, dilanto ko yung nagali uno. Okay, kung ano lang imo classmate, kung pagan lifestyle ka, you run after these things, paano mo na sila? Lagsong. Kamu galagas ka, nakalagas ka mo, naka-experience ka mo sila sa classmates. Kung may puso, kita ko na, kita mo, dili sa ato, no? I can understand na ini nga mga bata ng mga diyan. Siyempre, inor mo na naman sa video ko, paberte na. Ano ka cellphone? Hindi pa cellphone na inang baratuhon. Inang tsada ng cellphone. Ako na siya ang running after these things. Ako na siya ang hindi. Lifestyle. So, ang nanay siguro kayo nila yung papasahin ng baon. Hindi mo, ikaw kita kung save ka na siyang money para makabakal sa cellphone. So, in other words, hindi natin na nag-ano sila, nag-choke. It is now choking the life of person. Kaya kung lahat ng imo ID, i-choke ka sa ano. To the point na si Mami Sergun, taga-among ba? Taga-among ba? Taga-among cellphone. Taga-among cellphone. Bro, pag primero cellphone ang mumurahin ba? kasunod na, hindi na akong gusto mo murahin yung lapang mo.
iPhone 7.
Oh, kita mo na, mag-iPhone 5 na sa lugay.
7 na mo eh.
So, hindi na ko na isa ka cellphone siguro. Oria. Ilang cellphone na Oria?
Tatlo.
So, as na to the point nga, dali na lang mga tagsang cellphone. Now, balik na sa Matthew 6:32. Ulitin na ito. Diyan nakakonect, no? Ang ano ko ba na-realize ko ngayon, Jesus is talking about these things. So, ang ano niya pala, ang iyang result, ang effect niya, masyado nakataas. Sabi natin, alienated, sabi natin hiwalay. So, sabi, when Jesus said, for the pagans run after all these things. Do you think nga, kung dito ka sa society, you are being influenced by your peers? Balay mo may TV, kailangan may refrigerator, kailangan balay mo hindi niya pambo, may muna ni. Sunod-sunod ba? So, to the point nga, kung wala ka kaonan sa December 24, December 31, kung wala ka kaonan, mag-hikog nga. Ang na to the point na mag-hikog na lang ka. Kaya pa rin to the point na sacrifice mo na lang sa mga demons. So, when you run after these things, your Heavenly Father knows them that you need them. In other words, kung itingnan natin ang lifestyle, nag-change ang lifestyle. Actually, they are of the same situation, the same context, the same harsh realities of life. Yeah, same harsh realities of life. Bakit na ibang lifestyle? The pagans and the Christians are in the same harsh realities of life, yet different ang lifestyle. While ang pagan running after these things, hindi ba nga ang mga nanay nga wala kaya? Ito lang ang taga-Minsaya, ginawag nga nila kayo wala naman sa bayad. Basta mga cellphone ng bata. Isa wala ka bayad sa dorm, basta may cellphone. So natawag na panic. They are in a panic when you run after these things. And then, ang Christians, mysteriously, sa Laguna, ang life namin sa Laguna, parang daw, we are, all the teachers are in the school. So may mga quarters kami. So we have the same salary. Salary namin 480. Ang 120 ata ang allowance for 80 salary. So 600 na. So you have to stretch that for 1 month. So nag-ano kami Balingke every Saturday. So sabi ko sa una dito, it is good for us to be living in Laguna kasi kaysa lang Balingke. Well, at dito, araw-araw, kung wala president dito. So, sa doon, na tinala mga teachers, mga teachers namin, siguro ganda sila pira. Wala mo sa labang ko. Basta ko lang mag-stretch, to stretch naman yung budget your money. To meet the end meet. Magsugatan mo, pag-ibato mo sa sundo, makama naman. So, ganyan kung siya tira. Kasi may ginatanggap na siya sa ibang lugar. Kung may nagkakabihan ng isla. Natingalan sila ka. Nakaminsin lang, wala daw pang kira. Wala. Nga daw okay lang. So, it is in the lifestyle na pagbato mo sa inusuldo, wala pa 1 week, ubos na. Diba? Is it true? Pagbato mo sa imo salary, isa nila sa 55, pagtanggap mo, ubos na siya. In other words, you are mysteriously trapped. Now, how do we respond to the pressures of life? Tingnan mo ang, sabi kanina, the same hard situation, but if you run after these things, you will be in a situation na yung pagpanik ka, di ba sa hurried life, magpanik ka. And then, ang reason niya sa mga those who are So verse 53, because you are looking after God, you will be mysteriously come. And so that is the mark. You could mark the difference when you respond to the pressures of life. Next game. So number one, we are deeply concerned with everything in order to be happy. Ang sa pagan lifestyle, no? The pagan lifestyle are deeply concerned because Jesus said, when you run after these things, you're actually deeply concerned with everything in order to be happy. Basta ma-happy lang ko. Basta mag-happy lang bata ko, bisa ulit hindi naman kaya. Mangutang ko 5 sa tour ko para mabakaw kong cellphone niya. So that's one. So the pagan helplessly respond to worry. Mag-worry lang sila. While the children of God, though we struggle with worry, have distinct strength of being peaceful in the high pressures of life. So in the hard situation, we have been through that, but because we have God, the Lord, we have God, we can turn to Him. So ang ginatid sa Christian siya, why worry when you can pray? Now because of that, you have a distinct strength. Because when you have prayed, di ba prayer is strength? You have the strength of being peaceful in the high pressures of life. Makalusot ka magyapon. And then pagans exerts all effort to maintain a sense of security. Basta ano ganina, ang mga things that you have is a sense of security, mga temporal, however temporal they are. Na makarelo ko yan isang butsi, kasapatos nila isang armor for night, mag-branded ang imo gamit. Pero mga taga-lady, taga-bulig yan. Ang mga Ilocano, hindi ganyan. Nag-short lang ganit. Nag-Amerikana. Mga Ilocano. So they are not branded in their ways of life. They are not running after these things. Matingala ka pa na common ways of life lang sa kanila. Mga style nila common lang. But actually may tinago pa sila. Dito sa first time ko na when I'm here in Davao, nagalinya ako sa ATM. Nagalinya ako sa ATM. Sundan ko ang tao na nag-sinilas ka na short. Nagaluab lang ba? Pero isang iya na time nga isuksok niya sa ATM. Kadagan sa kama, oy. Magkibla ka isugi ko. Patay ka. Nag-short ka nag-sinilas. Ang ilong ko, hindi mga musina. Kung may pira ka ganyan, may bodyguard ko siguro. Kaya hindi ka makalabas, kaya hindi ka nakapahulog, hindi ka putok. Hindi ka putok nakasapatos, nakastandaran. Hindi na magawas na ako na ba? So, kung dito ka sa Bacolod, makita mo yung tingnan mo sa patos, branded ka mo. Sunda ba pagpuli niya kaya balang na kilit? Pero yan sa Mindanao, iba. Hanggang sinila sa upulian ng great mansion. Doon mo na sa lifestyle sa tao. So, when you exert effort to maintain a sense of security, while the child of God is equipped with supernatural grace, not to be overwhelmed by worry. Ay, ilong mo ganyan si Juan. Si Melvin, tama na ginaman mo. Hindi tama. Sige na yung mga nila di sa taga-Davao. Ilonggo ka? Bahulog ka? Ginapala, ginapiko. Tigalon daw. Tigalon na. Ikaw kay branded ang damit. Pagpuli, galihili ang bahay. Ang sudan niya gali, kinamos na. Wala na sa sudanon. Pero kung magkaon sa restaurant, special bro. Pagpuli gali sila balay, wala na na. Ang mga kasing na nila tayo. Ginapala, ginapiko. Sabi, tama na. Kaya gali sugar na. Ginapala, ginapiko. Kaya mauman ang pira sa ilong mo, sugar. So taas man, nagbundok ng sugar. So ginapala, ginapiko. At ito pa sa Burpandan, ang amoy ito matamis na ang amoy. Kaya ginaamoy ang sa central, amoy ng sugar. Next. So we are all affected but not controlled. Ang Christians, while the pagans are being controlled and these are all these things, the Christians are affected by the situation, affected sa 55%, but we are not controlled by us. The difference is not found in the positive thinking or one's outlook of life, but in the master whom we trust. So, in the same situation, we are affected. Paano ko ipaggamit siya? Reklamo mo ka. Tuloy namin ganito nga, ibugat mo. Ihambal mo ang reklamo. Kaya makamata ka. Kung sa hilom-hilom ka nagiblang, pag bugat mo makarealize kayo, malit mo. Then number 2, ang pagan lifestyle idea is that they worry and hurry and in a busy lifestyle. Why is that so? Number 1, self-reigns and self-rules. Because ang nag-reign sa kabuhi sa mga pagans, ang sarili. Di ba nga sa Christian siya, it should be, self should not reign. Christ should be the one reigning. He is the driver of our life. And self should not rule. We are supposed to be servants. We are under the Lord Jesus Christ. Then, lack of understanding for the opportunity to change. Ano may sabi ni Reinhold? Namin ko sabi ni Reinhold, Lord, grant me the serenity to ano? Wala ko nga doon. Grant me the serenity to accept the things I cannot change. May mga bagay na gusto mo, hindi matabo sa inyo. Gusto ka mamana ka mo, hindi gulo lang sa inyo. Sample na siya. So there are wishes and dreams we have that we desire and want to follow, but it cannot be. So hindi pwede. May gusto ka nga kung gusto ka mag-relogot siya, hindi pwede. Gusto ka nga para napaya lang sa inyo. So sabi niya rin, Lord, grant me the serenity to accept the things I cannot change. So may mga bagay na tanggap mo, our life is just up to this point. Hindi kita makapasaka. And courage to change the things I can. If I have the opportunity to change the things I can, give me the courage. Okay, sabi niya, give me also wisdom to know the difference between the two. The first one is the things I desire that it can happen. And then the things that can be changed, give me courage. Give me wisdom to know the difference between the two. May mga bagay na makambiro, may mga bagay na all I have to do is to accept. Wala akong magawa. Andran ako asta. Amo na lang iyakag sa Ginoo. That is the only thing that the Lord could give me. So, lack of understanding for the opportunity to change. Sabi ni Reinhold, we need the serenity to ask the Lord to accept. May mga ambisyon kang gusto mo pagutin. May mga ambisyon kaysa nga, especially when the will of the Lord, may mga ambisyon ka nga, too ambitious. Sabi ko kataas ng ambisyon, hindi mo mabot. Ituturuan ka na Panginoon na gakalas na. And then, tagaan ka nga humbling experiences in life. Then, such lifestyle emanates from exclusion from being related to the Lord Jesus Christ. But kung ama ng lifestyle mo, you cannot understand that there are things that you cannot accept. It is the result of being alienated. You have excluded yourself being related to the Lord Jesus Christ. Kung related ka sana, na naliwanagan ka, you have been enlightened that the Lord Jesus Christ will enlighten you. That's the only thing you could have. Conclusion. You'll end here sa conclusion. So, sabi ni Jesus, but the pagans stand after these things. Ang conclusion natin, don't be like them, for your Heavenly Father knows what's your need. There are desires that you wish, you have been praying, the Lord gave you only your need. Don't worry, because your Father knows what's your need. Sa mga testimonies ng mga tao, sa una daw kung hindi mo maabot na siya. Later on, ma-surprise ka na because of the grace of the Lord. Masabi ni Paul, I am what I am by the grace of God. Because if not for the grace of God, I could not attain to such situations, real situations of life. But because of the grace of God, there was so great a change. That's why Paul could only say, I am what I am by the grace of God. Okay, we'll end here our lessons on verse 32 of chapter 6 of Matthew. That should be connected to verse 33. Shall we pray? Heavenly Father, we are thanking you for what you have written. It sounds so simple and seems to consider only the basic things of life. But studying it deeper, we would realize, the Lord, that having these basic things should have stopped us and should have enable our life not to be so entangled with difficult things of life later on, to the point of choking ourselves to the things that the world wants, even though we could not able to obtain it, not until we put ourselves in danger and in so much trouble, to the point even of asking for help to other source that endangers our life. We are indeed thinking your word that is so giving us, feeding us with the truth, enables us to be liberated from what seems to be so dangerous as a lifestyle. Noting that we have just to have a search for your kingdom and for the Lord Jesus Christ, like birds in those Father could feed them. If we are so precious than birds, therefore we need to have that faith and rely and depend upon the Lord Jesus Christ. So He has given His only begotten Son. Therefore, our other things could be also given to us if the Lord so decided. So we are praying the Lord for more of your understanding and enlightenment. Indeed, your word are precious that needs to be studied and not to be neglected. And that even though so simple they have been connections to enable our life to be, not to be in jeopardy, not to be put in a certain dilemmas of life that we have no more way of learning and saving ourselves. If we have the basic principles and lifestyles that the Lord is wanting us to realize. Open our eyes, Lord, make us understand of it. And all these things we trust and pray in Jesus' name.